Francisco Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
Matt Cain has been a horse all season long for the Giants. He never misses a start. He always steps up huge. And earlier this season, on one unforgettable night in June, he threw the first perfect game in franchise history. Tonight, Cain makes his final home start of the regular season, and it's coming up next. We are coming to you from AT&T Park on a cool night for baseball as we get ready for Game 2 of this 3-game series, Diamondbacks and Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants did not play well last night. A lot of weird things going on, and they need to clean things up, Mike, and usually you can do that when you got Matt Cain on the mound.
Well, you bet you can. I mean, here's a guy who's taken a 15-5 record into today's ball game and 12-6 lifetime record against these Diamondbacks. So you know he likes pitching against Arizona. But with Matt Cain, you know you're going to get strike one. You know you're going to have a guy who's consistently in the strike zone. He will put the pressure on the hitters. And right now, that's what they need. They need a guy to set the tone and the rhythm on the mound. And that's what they're going to get tonight. And they're facing a guy that's won 16 games this year in Wade Miley. All right, when we come back, Amy G is going to take a look. What a terrific year Brandon Crawford has had, and we'll take a look at it defensively, and she will do that right after this.
Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T. Rethink possible. by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today. By Xfinity, home of the most live sports. And by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Eat at Mountain Mike's Pizza. You're worth it.
Well, it is just simply hard to believe your San Francisco Giants are getting ready to play game number 155 on the season and the final regular season night game here at AT&T Park. Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Amy Gutierrez. So how impressive has Brandon Crawford been this season? After somewhat of a shaky start, he's settled in nicely and made some of the best defensive plays we've seen in all of baseball. He's worked his way into Gold Glove conversations at shortstop, and tonight in our Ford Right choice, we're going to show you, just 9 of his best defensive plays this season. Enjoy.
On the ground, Perio shovels it. Crawford, hand up, got him! Whoa. Hit on the ground. Crawford cuts it off. The backhand flip, got him, and that'll end the inning. Crawford got one, got two. What a terrific play! On the ground, into the hole, Crawford, a long throw, Posey digs it out, they got him, and that's the ball game. Hit on the ground towards the hole, Crawford's got it, he's going to swing it to first, and they got him. Crawford's got it, can he get the play at first? He got him! It's going to be a tough play. It's going to be Crawford on the bare hand, and they got him, and he's done it again. Crawford dives. He's got it. Can he complete the play? Got him! What a play by Brandon Crawford. Popped up. It's going to be a tough play for somebody, and Sandoval flips it in the air, and Crawford caught it! How many times you've seen 2 players dive for the same pop-up?
Well, he's an incredible athlete. It's certainly gotten to the point where fans are saying, what are we going to see Brandon Crawford do tonight? It's always exciting. Matt Cain on the hill for your San Francisco Giants this evening. Kruk and Kuip are going to be back with first pitch and lineups. After these messages, though, we're going to check in with our Comcast Sportsnet studios for an update. So stay with us.
we get ready for game 2 of this series. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open this weekend. 58 degrees here at the yard. Light winds, humidity at 84%. It is partly cloudy. It feels like fall. All right, let's take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. It'll go like this. It'll be the speedy Eaton to lead things off, followed by Hill, Upton, and then Montero. Those are the big three. Goldschmidt, however, has got big numbers in this ballpark. Parra gets a start tonight. Then it's Cody Ransom, the former Giant, John McDonald 8, Wade Miley 9.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the 3-time National League All-Star Matt Cain, making his 31st start today. And this is what he has done this year in 30 starts: 15-5, 2.86 ERA, 185 strikeouts at 207 in the third. He's just a big-time, solid year. And how does he do it? Well, he does it with a fastball that he can 2-seam and 4-seam. He'll throw a changeup, cut it, he'll throw a slider, he'll throw a curveball. He can throw a lot of different movement in a hitter, and he has pinpoint control. He's basically a 90-plus mile-per-hour dart thrower. And lifetime against these Diamondbacks, 12-6 with a 3.48 ERA.
So here's Eaton with Sandoval very shallow at third. And here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it's wide. So we get started right on time. So Eaton comes in hitting at 222. Shoots this one up the middle. Crawford, a tough play, and his throw is way off line.
And he stumbled. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Cain. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Nady, Pagan, and Pence. Crawford, Sandoval on the left side, Scudero, Bell to the right side, and Buster Posey, after 3 days off, will be in the squad putting down the signs. Looked like Crawford, as he was getting ready to throw and stride towards his target, he caught a spike. That's a rough air.
That is. So here's Hill. Hill is at ownage on the Giants, especially in this park. 3 for 5 last night. He scored 3 runs. Shoots this one up the middle. Scudero. Scudero will tag. Scudero will throw. Double play. And a mistake by Eaton.
How hard of a play is this for a second baseman?
Well, it's very hard because what you want to do is you want to get the ball soon enough to know if the guy is going to knock you into the next county or not, and Scudero did that.
Well, let's watch as he puts the tag on in Exmo. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer, and then he hops right onto his back foot and strides right towards the belt, finishing it off. Nice play.
You don't see too many guys really go after second baseman anymore on that play, as Pence is going to put it away, and that's a 4-pitch inning. Pagan, Scudero, Sandoval coming up. Take a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup, and this is a regular lineup. It is Pagan, Scudero, and the Panda. Buster Posey will be the cleanup hitter, and for Posey, good numbers this year against the D-backs, actually career numbers. It'll be Pence, Nady, and then Belt, who's hitting 7th, Crawford 8th, and Matt Cain 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Diamondbacks will be the rookie left-hander Wade Miley, 6 feet tall, 220 pounds. And Miley is 25 years old. This is what he's done. He's 16-10, 3.25 ERA, and he's getting a pretty good argument for Rookie of the Year. I mean, he'd definitely be in the top 5 when it's all said and done. How's he get you out? Well, he's got a fastball that goes low 90s. He'll cut the fastball. He's got a good hard slider, curveball, changeup combination. The 4 pitches you see from a starter. He's got a little deception to his motion. He's a high 3/4 guy and he'll cross over as he comes towards you. So you don't see the ball early. And he is sneaky fast.
So here's Pagan hitting 292. 0 for 3 last night. And Pagan takes a strike. Vic Carapazza letting everybody know that was a strike.
Well, he's got a big zone, and he's a good pitcher's umpire. Plus, I think he delights in ringing guys up. Strike 3.
Randazzo, Tickner, Gorman from 1st to 3rd. Speaking of 3rd, Cody Ransom is even with the bag at 3rd. And there's another call strike. It is 1 and 2.
That's that big zone we're talking about.
This guy's got his rally lid on already. A little odd rally lid, but it's working for him.
He's digging it.
And Pagan out swinging.
Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Miley tonight for the Diamondbacks. Starting in their outfield from left to right, it'll be Parra, Eaton, and Upton. He got pretty good arms across the board. McDonald and Ransom on the left side of the infield. Hill and Goldschmidt on the right side with Montero, the all-star catcher, down in the squad, putting down the signs.
Here's Scudero hitting 304. 6 home runs, 68 driven in. Last night, Scudero went 1 for 3. He doubled, he scored a run, and here he takes low. It's my experience, Mike, see the guy in the check shirt?
Yeah.
That there's always one in the family, and I don't care if you've got 10 in the family or 3, there's always one that is just, he's going to be fun. Upton moving over towards the line, and he'll make the catch as he crosses into foul territory.
So you think that kid's going to be wearing the foam finger to the family reunion 30 years from now?
Oh, absolutely. Look at him.
Hey, Uncle Bob's coming.
He's going to be the kid that's going to go to Chico State, UC Santa Barbara, one of those schools.
Like where we send our kids.
Kind of, yeah.
Perfect.
I told you, every family has one. You had one, and so did I. Well, there's another group, although this one's led by Dad.
Well,
Dad couldn't help himself when he left the house. All the other family members were pretty cool, and then there was like, geez, did you see Dad driving the car? Oh my goodness. It's not even a Friday night here.
It's always Friday night.
It's Oktoberfest. These little girls, they're going to have a fun life having a dad like that.
Oh, yeah. That is not a boring household.
Sandoval just hit that one off the ground foul. Blake Holsworth down the left field line. The old catcher, got a good old catcher's mitt. It's 0-2 to Sandoval. Sandoval's numbers 0 for 6 lifetime against Miley as he hits it into center field. Eaton with room, and that'll end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the second. Fun at the yard. Just ask Dad.
Bay Area is brought to you by the Solar Company. Call 877-60-SOLAR for a free analysis or visit thesolarco.com.
I want to be guaranteed tickets to possible postseason games at AT&T Park. Well, it's not a possibility anymore. Check on deck now for the 2013 ticket plan with a $500 non-refundable deposit. You can have guaranteed access to potential wild card and division playoff games right here this year. Call 415-972-2290. Here's Montero. Strike at the knees. You're right. I think I'll be calling a lot of strikes tonight.
The importance of strike one, and not only to what it does to gain a pitcher an advantage over a hitter, but what it does for the pitcher's defense behind them. Keeps them on their toes.
Goldschmidt to follow. Montero 9 for 40 against Kane with a double and 2 big flies. Out of play, 2-2. Giants last night fell behind early 2-0, and then after 2.5 they were down 5-0.
Good pitch, try to back to him with that breaking ball.
Here's the 3-2 offering. Ball back, so Kane went right at him. Kane very consistent with the velocities, always at 91, 92, and he doesn't really deviate from that much. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Got him. All right, after a strikeout, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
Well, Dwayne, if folks at home are still looking for some reasons to think that Marco Scutaro may very well be the pickup of the season, here's some food for thought. He has a career-high 181 hits so far this season. He's also leading the National League and also has a career-high 13-game hitting streak, gentlemen. He's been simply solid this season. Dwayne?
Very solid. Here's Goldschmidt and a curveball for a strike. Goldschmidt provided much torture again for Lincecum last night as he hit a 3-run home run off of Lincecum. Skies this one out to Hunter Pence.
Yeah, a 5 RBI night for Goldschmidt. 5th home run career off of Lincecum in 14 at-bats, and the Diamondbacks beat writers were asking him about the game, why he has ownage on Lincecum. He wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah. Very smart.
Yeah, that is a very smart move.
Parra hitting at 270. Parra with 6 home runs, 35 driven in. You see, the guys in the truck are saying that this is a good look, and I couldn't disagree more with them. It's not a good look.
You could not leave the house wearing that wig without laughing.
No, you had to have that in the car where no one saw you put it on.
These guys are from the same hip.
Is it called an updo?
That's called a doo-doo.
I don't know. Updo, doo-doo. Could very well be the same thing.
Look at Dad. He's as happy and content as he could possibly be.
Dad's phone is exploding with messages as Kane, a 4-pitch walk.
Now, what do you think that guy's left-handed?
What's that?
The father of the year there.
You think he's a lefty?
Yeah, he's got a mitt. We don't know if he's a righty or lefty yet. He's a right-hander. I don't even know where you buy a wig like that. That might be his real hair.
It could be. Could be a Raider guy on weekends. There's a strike to Cody Ransom. Well, he's right in that area where Amy G's at. We can get Amy to ask him anything. Right, see? Ransom hits this one off the end of the bat, and Nady comes jogging in, and they'll end the inning. Buster Posey's going to lead things off. Buster Posey comes into this at bat hitting .333. 0-0.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Here Comes the Boom in theaters October 12th.
Bottom of the second inning. Miley to Buster Posey, and it's a call strike. Buster Posey in Arizona against Miley. A couple of weeks ago, hit a home run off of Miley, hit it to the opposite field. 3 for 4 lifetime, a double and a home run. Posey against Miley. 2 balls and 1 strike. This is hit on the ground to John McDonald. Posey's gone.
John McDonald is an outstanding defensive shortstop. Ball's hit that way, you kind of go, oh well, what else is on? Just take it for granted it's going to get caught. Now there's your boat, the Cabernet Sauvignon Commodore.
I think it's a reunion, huh?
Yeah, it could be. They're having fun.
Here's Pence. Pence, 2 balls and no strikes, 256, 21 home runs, 96 driven in. Pence took an 0 for 4 last night. 3 balls and no strikes, with Nady to follow. high down the right field line. And out of play. I mean, that's a spot where you can get a cheapie. But it's got to be right down the line. Shoots it to right. And Pence has got a base hit. All right, time for Subway Eat Fresh, Astrid DeKite. Jerry from Atherton, if you go back in the past, what sporting event would you have liked to have been a spectator? Here's Nady. I would have liked to have been behind the Giants dugout, first row, when Bobby Thompson hit the home run.
That's a good call right there.
I mean, we hear the call, right, by Russ Hodges. I would like to have seen that. Nady takes low.
I would have liked to have been in Milwaukee today. Willie Mays hit 4 home runs, almost hit 5. I'd like to have been opening day at Seal Stadium in 1958. That would be very cool.
Pence with his lead. Nady takes low. Nady had a base hit in 1 at bat last night as a pinch hitter. Belt to follow.
I'd like to have seen the 1980 hockey, U.S. hockey team clinch their gold medal or even play against the Russians. That would have been cool.
Low again, 3-1. I would have liked to have been at the game in Detroit when Morgana ran out on the field.
Yeah, well, I was on the mound when it happened in L.A. Steve Garvey was the target.
3 balls and 1 strike. So the defense set up. They're bunching Nady. They're giving him the lines in left and in right. Pence has got good speed. And the walk. So for the first at bat for Miley out of the stretch, he walks Nady.
Well, that's one thing Giants fans are going to find out about Xavier Nady. I mean, he will work a pitcher. He will take a walk.
So here's Belt. Belt at 270, 7 home runs, 55 driven in. And he fouls his first one back and out of play.
Good old player. All right, give it to your girl. Nice going.
She said you earned it. Pence at second. Nady at first. Bottom of the second. Timeout is called. Nice play by Montero.
He is really not very comfortable right now. His release point out of the stretch.
Belt waited and fouled it straight back. It's 2-2. The Astros put a dent in the Cardinals' bid to maintain their lead in the National League wild card. They shut out St. Louis 2-0. Cardinals. There's Belt as he strikes out. Still coming in today 4.5 in front of the Dodgers and Milwaukee.
Well,
Milwaukee lose?
Milwaukee beat Cincinnati 8-1. So both the Brewers and the Dodgers picked up a game on the Cardinals, with losing 3.5 games out. So things tighten up.
Here's Crawford. 247, 4 home runs, 44 RBI. And Crawford fooled on that first off-speed pitch. No balls in 1 strike. Now, Miley does have a base to play with. It's at third. With Matt Cain on deck. But this is lefty against lefty. So you would think that Miley is going to go right after.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he didn't go after him.
1-2.
And he's throwing his #1 breaking balls right now to Crawford. It's always a bonus if you can close out an inning with that 8-hitter, because you can lead off the next inning with your pitcher. And I know it's a runner at second base, and you do have an open base, but he's a 16-game winner. He's out there with a lot of confidence.
And this is going to be out of play as Ransom gave chase.
And that was right down in front of the Father of the Year.
He's dead. Dad brought his gloves. He's got the girls to keep an eye on.
Oh, game or dead.
1-2 to Crawford. Crawford bangs this one off his foot.
So Miley, a steady guy to breaking balls. He tries to sneak that fastball on that inside corner. Nice fight off right there to stay alive for Crawford. It's the same pitch that struck out Belt. Meanwhile, run that pitch count up. They're doing a good job, but this has been a 25 pitch inning after the 10 pitch first.
Two and two. Pence with his lead at second, and Crawford rolls this one to Hill at second base, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, a hit, a walk, 2 left. Third inning coming up, 0-0. September 26, 2008, Benji Molina hit that 2-run homer and didn't score. Part of a bizarre sequence involving an instant replay reversal in the 6th. Molina lined the first pitch from Scott Proctor to the roof and right. The ball ricocheted onto the grass below. Molina stayed at first. Emmanuel Burris rushed out the pinch run before anybody could stop him, while Bruce Bochy hustled out to argue. After a brief discussion, the umpiring crew headed to the replay booth in the hidden umpire room behind home plate. After 2 minutes, they returned. Tim Welke signaled the home run, and it was the second time since baseball began using instant replay that an on-field call was overturned. And do not ask me to repeat that.
I'm impressed. You just read a book. I'm impressed.
Here's McDonald. McDonald hitting at .247, 5 home runs, 19 RBIs.
You all right?
I'm ready, baby.
You need some water? A little ice?
McDonald fouls it out of play. Miley's on deck, and then the top of the order, Adam Eaton.
Oh, she had it for just a split second. Sorry, Gamer Babes, they don't get down.
Crawford knocks this one down, and his throw is going to be late. All right, let's check in with Greg Papa at our Comcast Sportsnet studio. All right, thanks, Greg. Here's Miley, and Miley takes high. Hard to explain as you see the National League MVP race. McCutcheon at 334, Esposito at 332, and Ryan Braun, of course, has big home run and RBI numbers as Miley takes the strike. So an error by Crawford. Odd, very odd.
This is a weird night for Crawford. I mean, he got a little bit of a bad luck in the first inning, first play of the game when he caught a spike to cost an error. But then this one here is a line drive.
Bad hop.
And as we know, unless it's a knuckleball, there are no bad hops and line drives.
On the ground to Crawford. Crawford to Scudero. Scudero, an off-balance throw.
Now this is the inning, or this is the error he made this inning. It's a line drive to his backhand that he could not center in the glove.
It could have been a knuckleball. Could have put the glove in front of his face too soon.
Nah, he had to have knuckled. It's just 2 rough errors on him. I mean, this guy has not made many errors at all the second half of the season.
Plus, he has to now really believe that every ball hit in this game is going to be at him. Because that's just kind of how baseball is. Eaton reached on a Crawford error in the first inning. Strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. Taps this one slowly to Kane. Kane will get the out there as he makes a perfect throw. We have a marriage proposal. I always think Lucille should be a part of a marriage proposal. I don't know about you.
It works for me.
I think Lucille is there for one specific reason, and that's if she were to say no.
Well, congratulations and best wishes. Nice going.
Here's Aaron Hill.
They didn't know that Lucille's the justice of the peace. He could get it done right there.
Hill takes a strike. Hill bounced into a double play in the first inning. Eaton goes, swinging a bouncing ball to Sandoval. Sandoval to Belt, side retired. It'll be Kane, Pagan, and Scudero coming up.
The Giants' 2012 National League West title. This full-size commemorative bat is numbered and limited to only 500. You can purchase this Giants Division Championship bat for $99.95 plus shipping at BigTimeBats.com or by calling 1-866-280-BATS.
Kane lines it into center field, a base hit. So Kane leads off the third inning with a single, and that's his 12th hit of the year.
I mean, we expect this out of Matt Kane. I mean, he's got a good approach. You watch him take batting practice every day, and it's live. It's loud, and he's got approach. I mean, look at the bounce in that swing.
So here's Pagan. Pagan opened up the first with a strikeout. And here he takes low.
It's always a bonus to be able to start being out facing the pitcher. You're figuring, all right, I'm going to get this out. It's going to be an easy inning. But when he gets on, it changes everything. And you're starting to scuff a little bit. It's an opportunity here for the Giants. Again, transitioning from the windup into the stretch for Miley has been problematic.
Two 2-0 with Kane at first. Oh, Miley not close. 3 balls and no strikes.
All right, time now for our AT&T U-verse reverse replay. September 15, 2012. That's when Pagan breaks the San Francisco record with his 13th triple off of Wade Miley.
guy he's facing right now. And that's our AT&T reverse replay.
So that's the second time in this game, actually second time in 2 innings, where a walk has followed a single.
Well, Miguel Montero, I mean, the veteran catcher, going to come out there and talk about it. He's recognized the symptoms here. Finally, a little out of whack. This is why catchers, really good catchers, are worth their weight in gold, because they'll see it first.
Yes, they will.
And they'll have a couple of suggestions to slow things down or speed things up or take a shorter stride. It's a little higher on your back leg, whatever the fix is. I mean, they'll have a suggestion.
Scudero popped out to right field. Here he pushes this bunt, and it's a good one. Miley's going to have to go, and they get Scudero.
He does this on his own. And he's trying to bunt that thing by Miley. The lefty falls off towards the third base side. So at the very least, a productive out. He sets it up for the big boys.
Sandoval hit a fly ball to center field to end the first inning. The dirt.
Oh yeah, the Panda people are psyched. They're heroes in the batter's box. Yep. Looks like he just got in the club.
On the ground, up the middle, and McDonald can't come up with it. It's 1-0 Giants as Kane scores. Nothing's a really weird at short.
Well, you talk about 2 of the best gloves in the National League West. Tom McDonald and Brandon Crawford. And between the 2 of them, they've got, well, this has not been ruled an error. This is a base hit. Still, if you ask McDonald, he'll probably tell you he should have had it.
So here's Buster Posey. It's right now, this is the averages of the 2 guys that are 1 and 2. McCutchen 334, Posey 332. Buster Posey bounced out in the second. Here he takes low, 1 ball and no strikes. At third is Pagan. Pagan would represent Buster Posey's 100th RBI if he can knock him in. Two balls and no strikes.
Well, you know how big that means to a hitter. When they hit the 100 RBI plateau for the first time, I mean, that's real big. So the opportunity, increase the lead, another personal accomplishment. Right there.
And this is rolled off his foot. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Let's see where it gets him. Hey, the pad works.
Right on the pad. How many times do we see it just miss the pad? That one right center pad. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sandoval was barely a foot off for first. 3-1.
Well, with an open second base. Craig Miley being very, very careful. Got there, he'll give into him here on a 3-1 count with a fastball.
Three and 2.
So he goes with a breaking ball, and that's a good one. And that's really how you should pitch a guy who opposes his reputation with an open base and a 3-1 count. That may be the best breaking ball he's thrown out of the stretch tonight.
Sandoval goes, base hit left field. Pregame scores. Sandoval moves over to third. RBI number 100 for Buster Posey. He threw the same pitch.
Same pitch. I think maybe it had been a little bit softer break, but he did not throw the fastball. Works the outside corner at the knees. That was not a hanger. Good pitch. And Posey just put a good lick on it. And for the first time in his young career, he's got 100 RBIs on the year.
Yeah, they just threw the ball out for Buster Posey. And this crowd is chanting MVP.
And they mean it too. He is their hero. And he has been the difference maker on this team. That's for sure.
Take a look at his RBIs per month. 9, only 9 in April, but then pretty consistent after that.
Well, 60 RBIs the last 3 months of the season, and that's saying something. That's when you want to do it. And for a catcher to be able to be that strong and have those type of numbers, RBI totals, and he's got 8 games left, or 7.5. That's pretty remarkable. It catches the eye of the baseball world. Let's put it that way.
Here's Pence. Pence takes one in the dirt. Miley's having a little bit of the same body language. See, that's authenticated. As Tim Lincecum was going through yesterday. Pence lined a single to right field in the second. Off the end of the bat, foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kane started the inning off with a single and then a walk to Pagan. Both have scored. One and 2.
That's a good fastball. He cut that four-seamer right in his hands. And that's the side of a plate. When you get a guy like Miley who's got a high 3/4 release and a big crossover step, you do not see the ball early. And that 90 to a right-handed hitter on that side of the plate looks like 95.
Got him. That had a little bit more of the plate, and Pence swung through it, so now it's going to be up to Nady.
You see him, it just gets on top of you so quickly. And that's the second fastball he threw right by a good fastball hitter. And all that it really is just not picking it up early.
Nady drew a walk in the second. Line drive right at Hill, and that'll end the inning. Giants on the board twice. We will head to the fourth. 2-0 San Francisco.
Billy McCovey was hugely successful. The Giants Community Fund received more than $400,000 to help out the Junior Giants program, and fans at home can still continue to help for a $50 donation at juniorgiants.org. Junior Giants, jrgiants.org. If you donate $50, you have a chance to get one of the 1,000 Buster Posey bobbleheads that are still remaining. Gentlemen, only 7,500 were made, and he just hit his 100th RBI. I think they went up big time in value. jrgiants.org. $50. Dwayne?
All right, here's Upton, who takes wide. 2-0 Giants. Upton popped out in the first inning on one pitch. And a strike call. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two runs on 4 hits for the Giants. Upton skies one over by the on-deck circle, and it's just over. Just a couple of rows behind the Diamondbacks dugout.
That man making a play.
Oh, yeah. He's a good fella.
Guy's looking sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
All right, now grab some pie and meat.
He's auctioning the ball off.
Yeah, that's how eBay got started.
Apparently, you don't watch that much baseball, don't you? Apparently, you don't watch that much baseball.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Upton into the club level to our right. Oh, he was looking for a kid, and he finally got a kid about 20 rows back. And a line drive into left field, a base hit, the first hit for the Diamondbacks.
All right, time now for our trivia question. It's brought to you by AT&T. The question tonight, rookie Wade Miley leads the D-backs in wins this season. Who was the last rookie to lead the Giants in victories? It's a good question.
Leadoff hitter has been on now 3 of the last 4 innings, twice by errors. This is the first time the Diamondbacks have hit their way on as Montero steps up. He struck out in the second, and here he takes one wide, 1-0. Kane pauses at the belt, and Montero looks at a strike to even the count. Final regular season home game here at AT&T Park tomorrow. Went fast.
Well, it really
like a
has.
blur.
Time flies when you are having fun, and this has been a fun season.
Giants have won 46 games at home. Montero dumps one into center field, a base hit. So that'll put runners at first and second with nobody out. And here's Goldschmidt. Off of Lincecum last night, Goldschmidt hit the foul pole.
Got a split that is sort of hung up there right at the hands. Inside corner, and for the 5th time in his young career, in 14 at bats, he's homered against Tim Lincecum. But this guy has definitely proven that last year was not a fluke. I think he's had an even better year this year.
Goldschmidt takes a strike.
The other thing too is we found out about Goldschmidt that we didn't know last year. I mean, you know, didn't think of him as a base stealer, but he's got 16 stolen bases.
He can run a little bit.
Very athletic.
0-2. That's a perfect pitch.
Start that thing right on the outside corner and let the movement just take it out of the strike zone. And it have to be a big break. This has to be a nice little leak that just gets away from that barrelhead.
Got him.
Two-seam fastball. He gave up on it. The movement came right across the outside corner. Definitely a pitcher's pitch. Told you the zone is big tonight. And Goldschmidt just found it out, but that's a big strikeout. Runner at second base, nobody out. The 187th strikeout this season. That's a career high.
Parra walked in the second. On the ground to Belt. Belt to Crawford. Crawford to Kane. And a double play to end the inning the hard way.
Is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LP.
All right, we're going to ask and answer our trivia questions brought to you by AT&T. Rookie Wade Miley leads the D-backs in wins this season. Who was the last rookie to lead the wins for the Giants? Our survey said, well, Matt Cain did it, 2006, 13-game winner. To nobody's surprise.
There's Matt Cain, who came over the big double play. For those people who are watching this game in Green Bay, the regular referees are going to be back tomorrow night in the National Football League.
That's good news.
Got a younger brother that kind of lost his mind there for a couple of days.
So your brother Glenn from Racine, Wisconsin, devout Packer fan.
Yeah, he's beside himself. Belt out to Triples Alley. A long run for Upton. Upton is going to hit this one off the tip of his glove. And Belt is on the move. And Belt is going to be into third with a triple. Upton almost caught it.
I'll tell you what, I can't believe Upton even got close to it. I mean, this would have been a shame had it been caught because he roasted this thing. But look at how far Upton went to get close to catching it. I mean, it had some height on it, which gave him an opportunity. And Upton's probably ticked off he didn't catch the ball, but it would have been a spectacular play. Ball got up, middle in at the belt. And Brandon Belt just put a charge into it.
So here's Crawford now with the infield in. And Crawford takes low. Crawford bounced out in the second. Remember the game we did out in the Coors Light Silver Bullet Beer Garden?
How can I forget?
Remember the catch Upton made on the ball Sandoval hit in extra innings?
Yeah.
Almost the same play. And it happened right below us. 3-0 to Crawford.
Nice play by Montero. I'm not sure he knew how he caught that. Kind of found him. A 2-0 skimmer right off a home plate. You have no idea what it's going to do.
Crawford takes a strike. Crawford fouls this one. It's now 3-2. Crawford very much wants to get Belt in from third. Do not leave it up to the pitcher who's on deck. And that was a tough take, and Crawford takes the walk.
Aaron Hill going to come out to the mound and calm Miley down. He thought he had strike 3.
Well, let's see if we think it was a strike. Some umpires might call it, but a little low.
It hasn't been Carapaz's. His strike zone has been a little bit higher tonight, so if it would have been a called strike, it would have been the first time we saw it. Having said that, we have seen that pitch called a strike.
Here's Kane. Kane bunts this one, and it's going to hug the line. And Hill dropped it, and the bases are loaded. Hill got there a little late.
Well, you talk about perfection on a bunt. I mean, this is right down the line, and now Montero's got to figure it out. Goes it right to the money, and Hill cannot get a handle on it. So it's going to be a sacrifice in an E4.
That's what happens when you get to that bag a little late. You take your eye off to see where the bag is. Got to be an error on Hill.
So the bottom part of the lineup has set it up for the top.
Here's Pagan with the bases loaded. A triple, a walk, and an error. And Pagan pops this one into shallow right field. This will not do it. It'll be Upton who puts it away. We were talking about that play that Upton made. This was the play, and it was in extra innings.
And that's just about the same exact play. You're right. I mean, we were right over it out there. And watched the whole thing, and we watched him how far we couldn't believe he made the play.
It was tremendous. Here's Scooter. Oh, he's 0 for 1. He had a sacrifice bunt in the third. Scudero foul. And out of play.
Nice play. She got her glove. Not the first time she's put that thing on either.
Scudero, line drive, base hit, left field. Belt will score, and it's 3-0. And Scudero now with 69 RBIs on the year.
Take a look at the pitch. Fastball knee high right over the middle of the plate. And watch Crawford freeze on the line drive and get back. Not wanting to get doubled up. Runner at second. That's good base running right there. You were wondering why he didn't score. That's why.
Charlie Nagy coming out. Bullpen starting to move around.
We talked about a 14-game hitting streak. That's personal high. It's the longest one in the big leagues right now. And you saw the numbers that he's put up. 456 during that streak. Saito, the right-hander. Takashi Saito, you may remember him as the closer with the Dodgers.
I do. Sandoval, an infield hit in the third. It knocked in his 60th run of the season. The ball's in 1 strike.
He was not swinging for a single right there.
Crawford's at third, then it's Kane at second. Runner at first is Scudero. Quick 0-2. Buster Posey on Dents.
Right back in there with another fastball. And Miley has done that tonight. When he's had to make a pitch, he's gone that fastball a lot, and he's gone inside corner a lot. He's done it against the righties, and he's done it against the lefties.
Sandoval, a big chopper. Can they go around the horn to get him? Will not. Coming in to score is Crawford. A good takeout by Scudero. And the Giants add on. It's now 4-0 San Francisco.
Cody Ransford got the high hopper. Pretty good feed to Hill. And you can see the heat put on by Scudero. Sandoval on the back end legged it out for an RBI.
Here's Posey, who singled in the third. Low, 1 ball and no strikes.
So you look up at the board in center field, it says Buster Posey and has his stats on there for the first time. You can look up and see. Hitting .333, 23 home runs, RBIs, 100.
100. It sticks out like a sore thumb, that 100. Getting closer. 1-0 to Posey. 2-0 to Posey. Out of play.
This whole second half of the season, I'll bet you've seen him reach on a swing. I'm talking from July 1st to now. I bet you've seen him come off that back leg 10 times, maybe less. That's how balanced he's been.
Taps this one to McDonald. He will go the short way, and that'll end the inning. Giants scored 2 times. They do it on a couple of hits, a walk, an error. Belt had a triple. Scudero an RBI single. It's 4-0 Giants.
Tomorrow's Giants game. There's going to be a couple of lefties going at each other. Patrick Corbin on the hill for the D-backs. Barry Zito making the start for the Giants. And you can join us right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area at noon for Giants pregame live before we bring you the final game of the series and the final regular scheduled game on the 2012 season. So that's our Chevron pitching matchup. Check us out tomorrow. I'd love to have you. Barry Zito going for win number 14.
Here's Cody Ransom. He's had a very good year. Ransom popped out to left. And a big curveball, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Kane with 45 pitches. Scudero behind second base. Just in time. No. Belt could not dig it out. That's very odd. I'm telling you, it's an odd night.
It is a weird night. Who do you give that air to?
They're going to give it to Scudero.
Kind of had him rocking back on his back leg. Didn't really have a chance to take a whole lot of stride towards his target.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I think that's E3.
E3. So here's John McDonald. Get him out of your system now.
It's just from 2 unlikely candidates.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Batman's here. I feel a whole lot safer.
Feel well protected, except for the little brother comes over and
it's Panda Man.
Starts messing with Batman. Out of play. Oh, and 2 to John McDonald. McDonald finds himself way behind in the count. And he shoots this one into shallow right field. Hunter Pence coming in. Hunter Pence will run it down. Well, become an insider when you follow the Giants on Facebook and Twitter. Be the first to get starting lineups, key updates, stats, behind-the-scenes photos, breaking news, discounts, and prize giveaways. Go to facebook.com/Giants or follow at SF Giants on Twitter. So here's Wade Miley. Actually, we have a pinch hitter. It's Mike Jacobs. So Jacobs will hit, and he will take one high, 1 ball and no strikes. Eaton in the top of the order on deck. Scudero playing Jacobs to pull, so he is not at double play depth. And that one's outside, 2-0.
Did not miss by much. That's exactly what he wanted to throw up there. A 1-0 changeup.
You see where Scudero's playing a ground ball to Sandoval, and Crawford may have to take the throw. And a strike to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Parra to follow. Swinging a high foul. That one's into the upper deck. And it's 2-2. Yeah, these folks may have had a bit of an idea that they could get a foul ball tonight. That was struck pretty well straight back.
Well, if it gets up in the upper deck, you know what that means. John Miller says it's a good ballpark.
A good yard. Look out. That one may be hit it in front of Tito Fujitas.
There's Tito. Tito Fuentes, otherwise known as Tito Fujitas. We tease Tito. He was a good player. And he could hit.
Tito was a very good player. Now it's 3-2.
He did more things for headbands than Slick Watts. Erwin Higueros, his partner. It's a good team right there.
3-2 to Mike Jacobs. Hit down towards the bullpen. Hunter Pence will run out of play.
Yeah, it's some hang time. Yeah, meanwhile, the father of the year took off the sweatshirt. He's just settling in. And the girls adore the old man. You think they had a few horse laughs in the car on the way to the ballpark?
He didn't. Strike 3 call. Check in with Amy G.
Hey, Dwayne, we have your final favorite webisode up, Diamond Girls, CSNBayArea.com, brought to the fans by GoPro cameras. I sit down with Amy Whiteside. Gentlemen, I'm not sure how much time you spent with her. One of the funniest people I've ever met. She talks about how she and Eli met back in high school, and she breaks down his full head of gray hair, and he's only 33 years old. Find out what color his hair was originally. Gentlemen.
All right, there's a bunt attempt by Eaton, and it's foul. Eaton is 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the first inning. Hill is on deck should Eaton reach. Sandoval's taken the bunt, or at least he's trying to, away from Eaton. And Kane's going to grab this, and this will retire the side. For the Giants, Pence, Nady, and Belt coming up.
He's pitched. Bay on NBC Bay Area. Get the latest news, weather, and real-time traffic starting at 4:30 a.m. right on NBC Bay Area.
So here's Pence. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Brad Bergeson, the new pitcher for Arizona, 16th time that he's come in, and he has opened up some eyes. Saw his numbers. They're good numbers. Over a 3-to-1 strikeout walk ratio. Fastball, slider, changeup guy.
So that's low.
He's also got pretty good sink. So one of those guys that can get to a ground ball or a strikeout out of the pen. They're worth their weight in gold.
Nady to follow. So it's 3-1 to Hunter Pence.
Bergeson got picked up by the Diamondbacks from the Orioles July 20th off of waivers. He cleared. They got him. And ever since he's put that D-back uni on, he's been tough.
3-2. Pence pops this one. That'll be a souvenir. Pence tops this one to third. Ransom has it. His throw is offline, and Hunter Pence beats it out. I don't want to be the official score tonight.
There's been some tough plays. I think this is going to wind up being an error, but I mean, you could make a pretty good argument that it's a base hit too.
And here's Nady. Nady is walked, and he had a line drive to Hill. It's pitch strike. believe that that is a tradition. There's a foul back.
Please sign our baseball cards.
Yeah, sign it right there, would you mind?
Yeah, I see it.
You fake mine? Great. Thank you.
How do you do?
Good. Whew. I'm worn out from that.
I'm feeling better.
So Nady out swinging.
Tight little slider right there. Immediately Nady turned around to Carapazza, the plate umpire, and said, "Was that a strike?" And Carapazza said yes. You feel better if you swung through a pitch in the strike zone?
Yeah, you don't like swinging at something that is or would have been called a ball. Here's Bell to triple to open up the fourth. Bell goes the other way, and this one is going to be foul.
I'll tell you, for a big guy, and Bell's 6'5", that's a quick stroke. I mean, it is not very big. Leading the year, he was really wrapping that upper body. He'd start with a closed stance, and then he'd really close that, tuck that right shoulder in.
And a base hit to right field. Pence will stop at second.
And that big shoulder turn really would not allow him to hit the inside pitch, and the opponents were just wearing him out. But now he starts open, and he doesn't have such a big turn. And he's able to go get that ball down and in, or down and at his hands on the inside corner.
Doesn't have much of a follow through, and really is. It's a wonder to watch all the strength and power he has. You see the classic. We watch Buster Posey's follow through very high. It's almost as if Bell cuts the ball. He's beat Texas, so they've taken 2 out of 3.
They're thinking about winning that division now.
Out of play.
Oh yeah, smiles everywhere.
0-2.
Good changeup. I know one thing. If she wasn't smiling before that ball got there, she's lit up now.
She is. Crawford taps this one slowly to third. Ransom, his throw will be low, but Goldschmidt digs it out. Both runners advance. And Matt Cain will have a shot.
Yeah, he's had a good night. He's got a single and a sacrifice, 1 for 1.
Cain shoots this one. Crawford's got it. Jump throw to first. Not in time. Penn scores 5-0. Cain was going as fast as he could. And finally that little last choppy step beat it out.
I mean, that was a race between Cain and the ball. And they were both going about the same speed by the time they got to first. McDonald knew he had some time because of Cain's speed. Just couldn't get enough on the throw. So Cain, another hit, an RBI, and the Giants put 2 more on the board.
He's got 6 RBIs on the year, and here's Pregame.
One more on the board, I beg your pardon. Getting a little ahead of myself.
Pregame takes a strike on the inside corner.
Now, this is not the first time he's had words with Vic Carapazzo about the strike zone tonight. He's
like from the very first pitch of the game.
Not happy.
Or the bottom of the first inning.
Now, you can't let one strike take you out of an at bat when it's the first strike.
Pregame skies this one into center field. And this is going to end the inning. Giants pick up a run. We'll head to the 6th.
Freeze Camp, we go back September 4th, and Pablo Sandoval gets every bit of one. And watch Justin Upton coming out of nowhere and makes an unbelievable catch. Tonight, Brandon Belt takes him on again, same area, and tonight Upton just about an inch too short. And that's a Coors Light Freeze Camp brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. 5-0 Giants. As Brandon Belt finishes off getting his infielders loosened up between innings. Matt Cain has been outstanding coming into this 6th inning. He's thrown 59 pitches so far tonight. Oh yeah, they were dancing big time to the Bee Gees.
We have a dancing crowd. Here's Hill. Hill takes wide, 1-0. You put something on that's got a little rhythm to it, and our fans are going to dance.
Oh, they had it going.
And some can't dance, but they dance anyway.
Not a problem.
Yeah, like Dave Fleming and John Miller. Uh-oh.
But they do a Gangnam Style, though, remember.
Dave, when the camera goes on Dave, we can see Dave. He's already shaking his head, and he's turned red. There's a strike to Hill. Yep. He's thinking, what are they up to? We blew up his Twitter account last night. 2-1 pitch to Hill, swing and a miss, 2-2.
I think we should ask all the people who are on Twitter tonight to Twitter Dave and say, we heard you were a cheerleader in high school. And see if we can make him Had a reaction on that.
This is skied out into right field for Hunter Pence, who will put it away. Look at these guys. As the night goes on, they take a piece of clothing off for every half inning.
Well, they're playing strip poker right down there in the first row. And we have two losers.
Uh-oh. Here's Upton. Upton with a big swing and a miss. Those kids where they're sitting, they have a monitor where they can see what's going on, and that's why once they saw themselves, they could not help themselves. And like our kids were that age. This skied again out to right center field. And who's it going to be? It's going to be Pagan in front of Hunter Pence. Upton's thinking, boy, if I hit that at home, I got a shot.
Yes, he does. Well, there's Jim and Karen Chisholm, the parents of Matt Chisholm, who is really one of the anchors of our PR department. So welcome. Have a little party going, and they do like cookies.
There's Matt. Matt was an intern here some years ago, left to work for the Rockies, and then came back.
We got him back.
And he is a hard-working young man and a really nice young man.
He's a first-round draft pick is what he is.
And his parents did a good job with him. Nice catch by a fan.
Hey, that's right. You bring your glove, you get a ball. Nice play. Did not miss by much. Paralysis fastball away, and that's a great 0-2 pitch.
Dad?
Father of the year.
You know, the great thing about that is about 3 months from now, he's going to get in his car and he's going to try to figure out how the orange stuff got on the roof of his car. And he's not going to have an idea. And then he's going to go, oh, now I remember. I did it for the girls. Full count now to Montero. Kane with 71 pitches. Remember, he had 4 pitches in the first inning. 4. Got him. Montero strikes out, and it'll be Scudero to lead things off. 4 strikeouts for Kane.
passionate Bay Area is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack Combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and a drink for only $4.99 plus tax at participating stores. And by Heffernan Insurance. Brokers, insurance, and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com.
Here at AT&T Park as we head to the home half of the sixth. 5-0 Giants. Scudero will lead things off. Then Sandoval and then Posey. Scudero's base hit in the fourth inning extended his hitting streak. So here's Scudero, followed by Sandoval and then Posey. As Bergeson throws, and there's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1.
The thing about Bergeson, you can pretty much look low because, I mean, I think his two main pitches are that sinker and that slider. And knee-high command is pretty much what he's going to try and get you with.
Scudero drives one out to left field. This will be in the park and caught by Parra. 1 out. Here's our Geico quote of the game, Pablo Sandoval, on one of the reasons for his improvement. The fans. You want to do your best for them every single day. 41,000 at the park. We try hard. We try to play hard for them.
It really is great, and we get privileged to the conversations that these guys have about this ballpark and the fans that pack it every night, and the attitude that they bring in. And they'll be on their airplane or a bus with the players in the ballpark, and they openly talk about it. And it really is something that when you hear it, it comes from down deep. It's sincere. There's no other place like this, and they all love playing here because of it.
Oh, 1 to Sandoval.
They know exactly how good they've got it here. And as a player, that's what you want to do. You want to play in front of people.
Sandoval lines it. Foul down the left field line.
That would have been a thing.
It's the extendo swing that he can pull off.
Right, you come out to AT&T this time of year, bring your jacket. Like I would say, between April and October would be a good time to bring your jacket.
Just bring it all the time. How about that? Low to Sandoval.
Not a bad idea. You know he's a wild swinger. He will fish down below the zone. But Sandoval is really swinging the bat well. He does not go out of the strike zone very often. You can always tell when he's starting to get hot.
Buster Posey on deck. Buster Posey tonight is 1 for 3. Look out. 2-2.
I do not know how he got out of the way of that pitch. And, you know, you talk about a pitch to move a guy's feet. That was a pitch to take a guy's kneecap off, and he almost did it.
It's hard to get that front foot out of the way when you put all that weight on it. There's a swing and a foul. There's Root. That was in the bleachers.
That's the six-man Wolfpack right there.
Sandoval stays alive.
He's fighting off some fuzz, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
And he was hitting balls that are 2 inches off the ground or 8 inches off the plate away.
Sandoval shoots it into right field, a base hit. So he wins the battle. That's his second hit, his first to reach the outfield, and here's Buster Posey.
Catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Yeah, this batting title race is going to be pretty exciting here the next week. Kind of reminds you of Tony Gwynn and Will Clark.
Sure does. First pitch strike. A lot of banners, a lot of posters for Buster Posey. Breaks his bat. This is a double play ball. And Hill will throw, and that'll end the inning. So Posey's bat ends up sticking into the ground. Seventh inning coming up.
.45 p.m. Be here for the final regular season home game. And let's give the National League Western champs a send-off to the postseason. All you do is go to sfgiants.com and get your tickets. Giants will close up tomorrow, ending the 10-game homestand. Then they head off where they'll play the Padres over the weekend for 3. Then it's on to Los Angeles to take on the Dodgers Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And by then, we will know what the scenario is. In all likelihood, the Giants will entertain the first 2 games of the playoffs here, either against Washington or Cincinnati.
Giants are 6-2 on this homestand. Won the first 6 games and have lost the last 2. Here's Goldschmidt, who takes a strike.
Well, Keene's command tonight has been impeccable. He has painted fastballs and sliders with great consistency to the corners.
Fouls this one off the backstop. Goldschmidt does. It's 0-2.
That's a quick stroke. I mean, he's a short arm swinger anyway. And guys who have short arms, they're always going to be quicker than the long arm guys. But this guy, I mean, he's got some weight in that barrel head.
Pence back. Pence in front of the wall. It almost hits Pence. It caroms all the way out to Pagan, and standing at second is Goldschmidt with a leadoff double. I think that almost hit Pence in the back.
I don't know if Losser just did not feel comfortable to where the wall was. You're right. He jumped up to where he thought it was. You can see how quick and powerful that two-strike swing was.
My goodness.
Second in the National League in doubles.
Here's Parra. Parra out of play. You have a winner?
Not yet. Oh yeah, there we go.
Parra's walked and he's hit into a double play. Push bunt. And they're going to call it a fair ball. So Sandoval had a judgment call to make. And Parra's going to have a base hit.
Well, that's a tough call as a third baseman.
He just tipped it.
He just touched it and then kicked it back in. I don't know if it would have been fair or foul had he not touched it anyway. But
well, if he doesn't at least try to stop it, it may roll for a double. If it indeed is a fair ball. So here's Cody Ransom. And a strike to Ransom. Ziegler getting ready. Brad Ziegler. Nothing in two to Ransom.
he was not sitting on a fastball. This is what he has done. Split time between Milwaukee and Arizona. 10 home runs, 40 RBIs. I mean, he has really had a pretty productive year. Hits 217. He's made those hits count.
And this squirts away from Buster Posey, and the only advancement will be Parra. Kane wanted the appeal, and he did get the appeal from Tony Randazzo, and Randazzo said he did not swing, so it's 1-2.
Break a ball in the dirt. Gets a piece of it, keeps him out in front to hold Goldschmidt at third, but nice heads up running from Parra to take the force out and advance to second.
Got him.
Big strikeout. Count leverage in favor of the pitcher. This allows you to go out of the strike zone and hope he chases. And it's exactly what happened, but a nice quick little breaking ball on the outside corner.
See the 5 strikeouts for Kane.
You know, and for the most part, he doesn't pitch for strikeouts unless the situation dictates it, or if somebody ticks him off.
McDonald down the left field line. This is going to be foul.
Some nice plays in the stands tonight. It's a player. Cut that rather nonchalantly. That fly ball never had a chance. Oh, yeah. You only need one applause to have an audience.
McDonald has reached on an air and he's popped out to right. Pence is very shallow in right field. Posey with a quick backhand. Goldschmidt is at third. Parra is at second in the 1-1. Foul to make it 1-2. Kane with 84 pitches here in the 7th inning. As Guillermo Mota starts to work his way down to the bullpen in the 1-2 and is popped up. And Belt is going to have a shot, I believe, over by the stands. And no, he falls about 2 feet short. Well, that's very kind.
Well, thank you, girls. We feel it. We feel it every day walking in here. Oh, yeah.
You think that was a dugout store visit?
I think that's a lot of good attitude.
Homemade.
It could be homemade.
1-2. All back. And another 1-2 pitch is fouled off the end of the bat, so McDonald stays alive. The Angels.
Yep.
The Giraffes, the Pandas.
The horse.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, if anybody's having more fun than these fans here, I can't imagine where it would be.
And you know, if you want to take your kids out to this park, just tell them you're going to the zoo. 1-2. Buster Posey just off the top of his glove. We checked out this family earlier. This is a little guy that was wearing the foam finger. He's, well, they're the ones that go out first, though.
Yeah, he's slowing down.
He's got the heavy eyelids. His brother managed to get the foam finger. Got him.
Oh, man, dropped down with a fastball. If you're going to lower that arm angle on a breaking ball, you better do it with the fastball, too. Because if you get a reputation for dropping down, throwing one pitch, that's all they're going to look for. And here he goes fastball, and McDonald is blown away. And he puts it in a great spot. CR Mode brought to you by Toyota dealers. Illustrates it beautifully.
So here's Jason Kubel. Kubel comes up empty. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts last night. He scuffled over his last 10 games. Hit this one on the ground to Belt, and Belt will take it himself. And Kane pitches through the leadoff double. 5-0 Giants. Is shutting out the Arizona Diamondbacks. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
Brad Ziegler, the new pitcher now for Arizona. He's a workhorse, rubber arm. 74 times he's come into a game, 55-1 record. And he is a sidewinder. You're going to see a lot of sink with the fastball. And it'll go mid to high 80s and a big flat breaking ball.
Pence on the first pitch bounces to Hill, and Hill throws him out. And here's Nady. Nady is walked, he's lined out, and he's struck out. And he takes a strike. Mota again heading down to the bullpen. So maybe Kane's night is over. Down low. Four hits for Arizona, 9 for the Giants. Nady swings and misses 2-2. Belt.
That's a good look. I like that shot.
And Nady gone.
Big sink right there. Well, this postseason, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area presents Sportsnet Central October Quest with pregame coverage 1 hour before every game and postgame coverage after the final out, featuring a place where you can see my partner and I right here on TV. He will be doing radio during the games of the playoffs. Plus, CSNBayArea.com's Andrew Baggerly will be traveling with the team. The Giants' October quest continues only on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
Belt's got another hit as he strokes it to left. It's his third hit. A double, make that a triple and 2 singles. And here's the other Brandon.
Well, she's a huge Brandon Belt fan. Game of bed.
Is that a bleacher location?
I think it was.
Because if she is, she's got her glove on, and that's an optimistic Baby Giraffe fan.
Well, he hit one out there in the Padres series. Way out there, left center. So I like the optimism.
Yeah, I do too. Maybe Giants fans just bring their gloves to keep their hand warm. You ever think of that?
You know, it's not a bad idea.
Most gloves that we see than any other part. Right here.
Not even close.
Right here. Crawford shoots this one down by the home of Amy G. Here's the home run that Mike was talking about.
Now this was one that opened up a lot of eyes. And that's from Joe Thatcher, who's, you know, a side armor guy. When you hit a ball like this, it tells everybody in the league you got a strong front shoulder.
Two balls and a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Huff would hit if Crawford extends the inning. Belt goes and a base hit up the middle for Crawford. His Belt will move over to third.
Well, to commemorate the San Francisco Giants 2012 National League West Championship, be sure to check out one of the 8 Bay Area Giants dugout stores for an assortment of championship merchandise. Or call 1-877-5-GIANTS to purchase the locker room t-shirt and cap by mail. All mail orders shipped within the continental U.S. will be shipped for free. The Giants Dugout Store is the official team store of your San Francisco Giants.
And here's Huff. And Huff takes low. 1 ball and no strikes. Belt at third. Crawford at first. 1-0 to Aubrey Huff. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. And if Ziegler looks down at the bullpen, he probably shouldn't.
Well, this is his inning. He keeps running that sinker that has movement running away hard from the lefty on that outside corner to Huff. He'll take it to left field.
And that's where they're set up. And he pulls it foul.
The thing about Aubrey Huff, his swing has always been flat. And he can backspin a low pitch as good as anybody when he's locked in.
And the 2-1 hit into left center field. It'll be Parra, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a couple of hits, 2 left. 8th inning coming up. Here's our Toyota game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Goldschmidt, well, he's got a double. Miley got touched up for 3 earned runs, 75 pitches in 4 innings. Buster Posey knocked in his 100th RBI of the season, and Matt Cain was, well, Matt Cain. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Mota going to get some work tonight. 24th time that he has come in. And Mota has been outstanding. We saw him come up with a slider in Colorado, of all places. That really was the best slider we've seen him throw all year. And he's really been very consistent with it. He's got a good set of mechanics going right now. When he first came back, there was 2 or 3 outings where he was a little sluggish, but not now. He's been lights out. Good fastball that's been low to mid-90s, hard slider, and a changeup. And he's throwing anything at any time.
We have a dancing crowd. Gregor Blanco is now in left field. Guillermo Mota is on the hill.
Well, it ends a nice night for Matt Cain. And I don't believe he could locate all of his pitches any better than what he did tonight. He was fantastic.
Eaton. Oh for 3 tonight. And he takes a strike.
Fringe for life.
Eaton slaps one into right field for a base hit. Let's check in with Amy G. Amy, what do you got?
All right, Dwayne. Well, the skipper Bruce Bochy said that this season has been different for him managing from previous seasons because with his bullpen in 2012, he has not gone to a consistent closer. He's used it by committee. Now, he said that he's really enjoyed the challenge of doing game-by-game matchups in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. But the best part is the group that he's had to work with out of that bullpen. He said they are really selfless. They set aside their own agendas. They don't care who gets the save, and it really is all about the win, guys.
Yes, it is. Here's Hill who takes a strike. See what the bullpen has done.
Well, I mean, you add it up, it's 50 saves and 13 blown saves, which ties it's tied for second fewest in the league in blown saves of the Pirates at 12. But it's just a remarkable year when you have a lot of guys who do not mind throwing the ninth inning. And I really want to emphasize that. Jeremy Affeldt getting heated up. When Bruce Bochy pulled them all in about a month ago and said it's going to be by committee, fellas, he was not lying.
He was not.
And that's how it's going to be the rest of the way.
So it's 1-2 to Hill. Mota, the high set, always right at the letters, and that's where he likes to make his pitches. It's 2-2. Very deliberate.
He will control the pace. I mean, he's slow anyway, but when you get a runner on it, it even grinds down even slower.
Fouls this one back. Upton on deck. We are in the 8th inning. Eaton led off the inning with a base hit. The 5th hit for the Diamondbacks, and now another 2-2 pitch to Hill. And Hill slams it to left. Back is Blanco, and he's going to make the catch at the wall. And Hill just got AT&T, and he's not happy about it.
Now you talk about a guy with some strong hands, and I don't know how much lower body was in this swing. It looked to me like he was a bit off balance. And just sort of reaching and throwing the top hand. And that is a strong man. Arizona, he's running the bags, no question. And a nice play. As Gregor Blanco watches it right into the glove.
Here's Upton.
I don't think that one was coming back.
Upton is 1 for 3. Breaking ball for a strike. Upton hit 278. Kane went 7 innings. One walk, 6 strikeouts. The 1-1 pitch. Here it is. 1-2.
Changeup, got him to chase. Just throws it down below the strike zone. It starts off at the knees. It just bottoms out. And a swing right over the top by Upton. If he makes contact, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Out of play as he stays alive.
Yeah, he fought off a good pitch.
$11 hits tonight for the Giants. Belt has 3 of them. Sandoval's got a couple. Other than that, just spread out up and down the lineup. 2-2. Colorado and Chicago had been in a very long rain delay, and now they're back at it again in Denver. Moda trying to get Upton to fish, and now he's got to come in.
Well, the whole at bat's gone away. I mean, he really has the inside corner set up with a fastball.
Three and two. Got him.
He goes to a 3-2 changeup. And you can see the look on Upton when he looked at Moda as if to say, that ain't fair. I mean, this is a great changeup. And to be able to throw it a 3-2 count, you're going to get a lot of these. Beautiful pitch.
Affelt's coming in. Moda's going to depart. It's a 5-0 ball game. We'll be back.
On NBC Bay Area News. For complete sports coverage of your favorite Bay Area teams, turn to NBC Bay Area News at 11.
Giants with a 5-0 lead here in the 8th inning. And Jeremy Affeldt comes in to replace Guillermo Moda.
Take a look at the numbers for Jeremy Affeldt. Very, very solid year. 63 games he's been in, 1-2 with a 2.83 ERA. Talk about the 50 saves his staff has. He has 3. 55 strikeouts. Just about 2-to-1 strikeout walk ratio. And, of course, he can throw ground balls.
So he'll be facing Miguel Montero here in the 8th inning. With Eaton at first. Eaton led off the inning off of Moda with a hit. What was that?
Good question.
1 ball and no strikes. I think Buster Posey said it's got to be a strike somehow. Let's appeal. Maybe Brian Gorman had a better look at that.
Have the third baseman call the strike on a no swing. That'd be interesting.
And that time he went around.
So I think the strike and the count is pretty much where it should be.
I agree. Wide. 2 balls and 1 strike. Montero singled off of King in the 4th. Swing and a miss. Nice 91 mile an hour fastball, 2-2.
Nice easy delivery.
Flips this one out into left field, and it's going to fall in front of Blanco. As Blanco throws behind Eaton. So a nice piece of hitting by Affelt. And now Affelt will face Goldschmidt.
Pretty impressive swing of the bat by Goldschmidt in the 7th inning.
That was.
Went opposite way and hit it off of the number 7 archway on right center in Triples Alley.
Goldschmidt picked up that base hit in the 7th. And Santiago Casillas starts to throw. There's a strike, and that'll even the count. The thing you have to do here if you're Affelt is just keep Goldschmidt in the park.
Now, to do that, you want to keep that ball down around the knees. That's where he gets his sink. So anybody who's got sink gets most of their sink low.
Crawford, Scudero, and Affelt gets out of the mess. Top of the order coming up. Pagan, Scudero, Sandoval. It's a 5-0 lead.
Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
Oh yeah, get the big fist. Means a little bit more when you do the oh.
Oh yeah, when the lights go down in the city.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up, and Smog Experts.
Mike Zagurski, the only left-hander in that D-backs bullpen, coming in for the 43rd time this year. Good stuff. He's got a low 90s fastball, hard sleeve.
Here's Pagan. Pagan's looking for his first hit. Did my homework so I could. Absolutely, that's part of the deal. Homework comes first.
Let's go. You did good. You did good.
Pagan has been in disagreement with Vic Carpazza. Thank you. The whole night. He took the close pitch, and it's 2-0. And this is hooked foul past Tim Flannery.
Look out, ball dude. Blake Holsworth, the son of Harry Holsworth, one of our more famous ball dudes. And Blake was a catcher in college. Except that was kind of a tough.
Do we ever do any like checkup to see if that's actually true with our ball dudes?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
fully screened.
Yeah. So we do have fact checkers.
Oh yeah, they go way back.
I mean, they could break down just about anything.
You see Brad Holsworth over at first base breaking in a new glove.
Brad invented the internet.
I think somebody already said that, didn't they?
All right. Pagan rips one foul.
Heads up.
Look at that wing, that little guy. Hopefully it's all right. Pokes at this one, and it's going to be Upton who will track it down. You want to get the latest updates from KNBR? Well, it's simple to do. Stay in touch with your phone. Simply text KNBR to 25859 for KNBR guest alerts and programming updates. This way, you might get an alert when I'm on tomorrow morning with Murph and Matt. How about that? Can't wait. Here's Scudero. Scudero is 1 for 3. You saw this little guy, he was upset, and we thought maybe he got dinged, but they're telling us that he was frightened. A lot of things going on, bodies, people trying to get the ball.
He's okay now. He's on the old man's lap.
There's a shot into left field. Fair, foul. Fair down the left field line. Scudero has got a double. And what that's going to do is going to give Buster Posey a shot to hit here in the A's.
Well, for a lot of guys in the National League, they don't think that this place is a very good place to hit. You need to talk to Marco Scudero. Because he will beg to differ. They set him in the outside corner. It cuts across the place, middle in, and he stays inside it and just rakes it. Watch the knob come through here. And now the barrelhead drags, and it stays inside the ball and keeps it fair. You saw Pagan take that same location and hook it twice foul.
So here's Sandoval. Sandoval's got 2 hits tonight. And this one's to the back foot, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Boy, we got a healthy, loud crowd in left center field. They are making a lot of noise.
Oh, they've got some choreographed hand claps going, or got some chants going. Three times tonight now, he moved his feet. And the Panda's running out of patience.
They're going back down there again. And this time Sandoval wraps it off his foot. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Dan Otero has joined Santiago Casilla.
High and wide, it's 3-1. Seagulls are coming in. They got a knack for the 9th inning. There's no doubt about that. 3-2 now to Sandoval.
Look at Zagorski, and it kind of reminds you of Terry Forster.
A little bit.
A couple of hard-throwing lefties with Boiler. Saito, you see the right-hander in D-backs bullpen.
Sandoval will take the walk, and Scudero will move to third. And Kirk Gibson's going to go to the pen. So we'll take a break. Saito coming in, Zagorski departing. We'll be back. Good shot of some of the good things tonight from Matt Cain as he went 7 strong innings. Our fans are in a dancing mood. They started playing this song from Animal House, and we got half of them out of their seats. But Saito is the new pitcher.
Take a look at the numbers for Saito. A little sluggish getting started. 20 base runners and 10 in the third. When he's on, you'll see no 90s fastball and a hard slider.
And Buster Posey, who knocked in his 100th run in the 3rd inning, has got a shot to knock another one in here in the 8th. With runners at the corners, you see the difference in batting average between McCutchen and Posey. Two balls and no strikes. The outs that Buster Posey has made tonight have all been ground balls to John McDonald, the D-back shortstop. Posey hits it foul right over Tim Flannery. Two balls and a strike. And that is going to go to the backstop. And here comes Scudero.
And they set up on the inside corner. This thing goes all the way on the outside corner. It bounces not too far away from the plate. Not a lot that Montero could do. No time to get a body in front of it that far away.
Well, now Posey, if he wants to pick up an RBI, is going to have to knock in Sandoval from second base. And he takes a strike. It's 3-2.
Yeah, nice 3-1 slider. Right now, Saito's got a better chance of getting that slider over than he does the fastball.
Posey, center field. Eaton on the move. Eaton on the track, puts it away. And Sandoval will move to third.
And Posey just got AT&T.
He did.
I mean, that ball was leaned on. Let's take a look at the sequence of pitches from Saito. He opens him up with a little breaking ball, falls behind 1-0, comes back again. Now he's behind the count 2-0. There was a little two-seam fastball, gets a foul ball to go 2-1. Then there's the wild pitch. Then on the 3-1, nice 3-1 breaking ball. And then on a 3-2 challenge, boom, he unloads on a fastball at the knees, middle in. And we thought off the crack the batter was out of here, and it turned out it just barely got to the warning track.
Here's Pence. Pence is 1 for 4. No swing, 1 ball and no strikes. 6-0 Giants. Garcia is not throwing any longer. It's Otero. Low to Pence, 2-0.
Looking right down the third base line.
Three and out with Blanco on deck.
But don't forget, Hyundai Sportsnet Central comes up tonight right after Giants postgame live right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
Pence takes the walk.
He wanted no part of it.
More visitors, Mike.
Cabernet Sauvignon Comer will come back and good to have him back.
Another high school reunion.
Although that may have been 1954, Menlo Park.
That would have been what, the year Ted Robinson graduated?
Yeah, right around there.
Blanco takes a strike. Six nothing Giants. 0-1 to Blanco. So that's the main spot right there.
Oh yeah, that's where you get married right there.
So meet me in that spot.
It's a good spot.
1-2.
Fastball there. That's some paint.
Sandoval and Pence are on the bases. Both walked. Timeout is called. Foul. Front of the D-backs dugout. Diamondbacks came into this game. They're 2 games over 500, so you know that they don't want to fall under 500 before the season's over. This team won the West last year, and we're favorites to win it again this year. It's hard to do it.
It really is. It's all going to fall right.
Well, in the inning. 9th inning coming up. 6-0 Giants.
Here it is.
At Wild AT&T Park. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
Dan Otero coming on to try and close this one out. Full time he's come into a ball game this year for Bruce Bochy. 7 strikeouts, gets a couple of walks. He's a control specialist. Fastball, slider, changeup.
Home plate umpire Vic Carpazza is going over this whole deal with Kirk Gibson right up by the on-deck circle, making sure everything is correct, which just allows this video to keep going on and on and on.
Well, this has been like a dance fest tonight. Gumby's got it going.
Well, if anybody could really do the dance, it would be Gumby, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, no question.
Well, we do have more changes in Otero, and we'll give those to you. If the ball is hit at the person that is new, then we'll give you the changes. There's a strike to Parra. Caught by Eli Whiteside.
There you go. There's one.
See? Otherwise, we're just going to ignore. Driven into right center field, a base hit. Pence is going to cut it off. Parra has got a leadoff double. All right. Guys in the truck don't want to play. Figueroa, Blanco, Pence in the outfield. Arias, Crawford, Burris, Belt from third to first. Whiteside doing the catching.
Now, you're not going to see Pitts come out any games. I mean, he didn't like days off. He likes to play. He's kind of a fish out of water when he got the day off on Tuesday. Very quickly, Santiago Casilla heading back down that pin. It's not going to take him much time to get loose.
Bruce Bochy does not take anything for granted lead-wise. He just doesn't. Ransom takes high 2-0.
Right now, Otero looks out of whack, and he doesn't normally look that way. He's usually very precise with his command.
Ransom pops this one very high and very much out of play.
Yep, wait around a long time, you're going to get a souvenir.
Uh-oh. Now we know who was underneath those.
I'm impressed.
2-2.
Oh, yeah. It's not the first time she's had that Gumby costume on.
You're exactly right about that. Ransom gone.
So a nice comeback there for Otero, and that'll relax him. Got behind the count 2-0 to Ransom and comes back.
Here's McDonald. 0 for 3. Dad's hanging in there.
That will not leave early.
It's rolled foul. Maybe hit off McDonald's foot.
Yep. Our little guy, how's he doing? Well,
he's still got the droopy eyes, but he's hanging tough. Mom and Dad are both keeping him warm.
Family fun at the yard. So is he going to make it out of the parking lot?
No, he'll make it about to Brandon. Little ball poked into left field, and Peguero's throw will not be in time. 2 outs.
Parra got a little leaky off that second base sack, and Peguero thought he had a shot.
Ryan Wheeler's going to pinch hit. See? He might, you're right. Maybe Brandon.
I don't know. He may not make it out a lot. Been a good night.
He may not make it to the lot. Here's Wheeler, good left-handed hitter. Giants win tonight, and they'll be 8-9 against these Diamondbacks, and a chance to even the season series tomorrow.
The win tonight would be their 90th win of the year.
Remember, they opened up the season in Arizona, and they lost 5-4, 5-4, 7-6.
In that 7-6 game, they had a 6-0 lead.
Yes, they did, with Matt Cain on the mound. Wheeler takes low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Hit out to Blanco, and this should do it. And that's the ball game. So the Giants, after losing their last two, come back tonight behind Matt Cain and some nice offense. And Mike, they defeat the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the horse comes through.
Well, a very cleanly played game. There were 3 errors for the Giants, but Matt Cain pitched through every one of them. The Giants did a lot of good things in the batter's box, but it all gets back to Cain. He set the tone for the night, and this win really is one well-deserved by Matt Cain.
All right, final score here tonight. Giants 6, Diamondbacks nothing. Eastern's Giants post-game live with interviews in the wrap is coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio for an update. Thanks for watching Giants Baseball and Comcast Sportsnet, and it's all part of the NBC Sports Group.